What the hell is going on with Trump and his tariffs? We're going to turn to Lenormand here and find out, shall we? We shall. What do you think? What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that things are on the up and up or things are all over the place? What are you thinking about this whole tariff shenanigans that Mr. Trump is throwing down all the American people's throats? So let's roll and see what the cards say. Here we go. So the overall theme of what they want you to believe is he's smart. It's secret wisdom that he has in his head that nobody else knows about. It's a play that he needs to move forward with, and that's just the way it is. And whoever else has a secondary opinion, well, according to him, they can just fuck off, right? That's the theme on what they need you to think, right? And it's been a long term time coming, and it's going to bring a lot of pain. So they know that by putting the terrorists in place, with again, with what they want you to think, these elite sons of bitches, there's a lot of patience, a lot of long term pain, because he's holding everything to himself in order to change the book, to change the way things are. And he, Trump right there, is going to collaborate with all his minions in order to make this happen. So it seems like they want you to believe that it's good for you, that it's a long time coming, that everybody has agreed upon that, and that the pain will be over because Trump here, the querent, is in charge and is going to overcome that for American people. And then all the secrets will then later be revealed because right now it's hidden, but it'll be making America great again. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. But that's what they want you to believe, right? So what do you think? Do you agree with this? Come on now, drop it down in the comments below. Do you agree with this? Because that's what they're thinking. That's what they want all the mega people to believe. I'm not mega, by the way, and I'm not anything else. I don't believe neither party. I think they're both sons of bitches. Anyway, with that being said, the question now is, what's the real deal? What's really going on? Well, okay, confusion. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. So they need you to believe he knows everything and he's a master at arms here, at play, calling all the shots. But at the end of the day, he really doesn't know. But he does think that whatever he does, it'll make him renowned. It'll make him the big head honcho. He'll make him to be the greatest president ever, right? That's what they're thinking in their own heads because he's the man of networks. So what's really going on, he's making a network now play to pull all the oligarchs together in order to, I want to say, me personally, to snuff out the small businesses. That's how I'm feeling this here. And yeah, because it's a new change, it's very immature. So what he's doing is an immature move because it's not ready. But he thinks that he can then reset everything in the United States and bring it back to the way it used to be at a very young age when we first probably on the inception of the country. And it will make him a man of renown that will give him stability in his tower, right? That's an oligarch right there, where it will bring in a lot of money. Now, that's what they're doing behind the scenes. So to them, to reread this line, come all over the place, I know that, just bear with me. He's going to make you think, not you think, he's going to make it look like he's the one bringing in America to be the way it used to be, where you have all your resources back, on your manufacturing back, going back to the early days. And because of that, he'll then come out looking pretty good, coming out ahead. And that'll then put him in a very positive position to maintain power. So maybe in the next election coming up, he thinks he's going to get it because he believes what he's doing is bringing America a lot of money. Through networks that he has and the connections, he will bring a lot of money to the American people. That's what they're kind of angling at right now, but it's not true because the money's going to the oligarchs, just to the fish in the pond, which is them, nobody else. Nobody else is invited into this play at all, right? And when you look at that, it's funny too, you look at the corners here, right? For a long time, they've been conspiring against the American people, right? And they are using their connections they've gained over the years in order to make prosperity for them. Remember in the last pandemic that we had, what happened? They had record profits, right? These companies, these freaking companies, made hand over fist cash. Why? Through orchestrated events to make you think that, oh my God, things are crashing, you can't get products, yada, yada, yada. Even right now, what's happening? They're telling you that, like, oh my God, in 2 weeks, this shelves will be empty. Bullshit, because these stores have already planned for this. They've already stocked up in the warehouses. They already have everything ready to go, but they're going to control it to make it look like it's thin or to make sure that their profits remain high. Isn't that the end game? Profits high. So That's what they're up about, where they become the sole uh, deliverer of goods for the United States because they're making all the cash. That's what's going on here. That's the actual angle. So it's not really to help America. It's really kind of go back to early days where you have very few key players that have all the power. It's actually back to the days of monopolies. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm feeling. What do you think? How do you feel about this? Do you agree with this? Are you on board? Do you see where I'm coming from? Drop your thoughts. Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Oh, let's see some just for the heck of it. The dice is a 5. That's interesting. So we always know that a 5 means what? Struggle or freedom? Struggle for who? For the American people. Freedom for who? For the oligarchs, right? And through the messaging, which is the 3, through the messaging and the decisions they make, they're going to bring America into 5, a time of heartache, which is funny because it lines up with the cross, pain. That's not religious in this reading. That's a painful crucifixion in this reading. So what's up with Trump's tariffs is to really just collapse the economy. It's just like, if you remember, let's go back to the last time this happened when they were pulling all the nonsense with the last, I can't say the word, it'll probably shut me off here, but in the last crisis, they played all these games. Stay at home, you can't go out, can't spend this, can't work, you're not a qualified worker, whatever the name was for, I can't remember now, can't go to church, can't do this. So now it's going to be the tariffs. Oh my God, with the tariffs now, you can't do this, you have to cut all your spending, blah, blah, blah. Things will be more expensive locally. How's that possible? Because think about this, people. Things that are bought locally, like food, is here in the States. You don't get that shit from China, right? Lettuce, produce, maybe Mexico, but there isn't tariffs coming across there, are there? So why the hell are restaurants raising the prices? Because it's called gouging, price gouging. That is what is going on. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you agree with that? I mean, come on now. What do you think about that? Do you see what I'm seeing? That's what I'm seeing. All right. So let's go ahead now and look at the tarot. What we got going on? 2 cards. Okay. Since they both came up, we're going to use both of them here. We have, interesting thing is that, all right, with the supply chain, they're going to make you feel like you have to eat each other, right? Let's go to cannibalism. Isn't that what these whole bastards do anyway? So they're going to basically take away your means to really support yourself, where you're going to go into the zone of like a zombie where, it's funny. Boy, I go into this little segue here. There's a book called The Black Book of Communism. Check it out. And one of the tactics that these oligarchs use, these tyrants use, these dictators use, and by the way, Biden, Obama, Trump, they're all the same. Okay, so let's just call a spade here. Starvation. When people are hungry, looking for food, they can't fight. They can't stand up because they're so worried about getting the next bite. That's what we're seeing here. So what they do, they go after each other. So what you're seeing here is the people turning on the people. Even the police are turning on the people. They won't protect them. So they'll have plentiful chaos because that is what they want to orchestrate. That's what they want to manufacture because they need to keep you and me separated, right? You know what I'm talking about? You feeling that? Like, just think about every event that ever happened. What does the government do? They keep us apart. Why? Because if we came together, we wouldn't be fighting each other. We'd be helping each other out. But then they're going to offer what? Oh my gosh. If you take the you-know-what, you have balance again, things are going to be okay. Isn't that the same shit they pulled last time? Exact same thing. So their balance comes through what? Through chaos. They need to break down in society in order to make their game come true. What do you think? Do you understand where I'm coming from with that? It's pretty crazy, I know. It's just absolutely insane. Then we have the devil. They know that America is so addicted. Now, come on, think about that, right? When's the last time you cooked a home meal? When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you baked a loaf of bread? When was the last time you actually did that without going to the store and buying it, right? Because we're addicted to consumption. Americans are addicted to consumption. So if they play with tariffs and they play with the supply chain, what happens? The people will bend because, let me tell you something, the problem that these people are creating for you, they already have the solution. And that's control. That's control because they know that you're addicted to it. You need your Nikes. You need your McDonald's. You need your Chick-fil-A, right? Because you're not cooking food yourself anymore. You're not buying it in the grocery stores to make. You're not growing it in the backyard to make your food with. You're basically relying on them for everything, and they know it. And so they can put whatever they want in the food and poison it. And that kind of messes with your head. When the food goes kind of toxic, what happens? Think about that. What happens? Look at all the crazy stuff going on in the world. People are eating certain things, and you notice how people are acting kind of weird, right? Is it the water? Is it the food? You tell me. I know we're seeing a lot of weird things come out. And then what do they put in your arm? What does that do to people? Crazy things, right? And then the devil, they control you through addiction. You consume, they will keep supplying what they want, not what you need. Then you have nothing but a fight, right? Like I see how these cards keep coming up like this with the wand because they know people are so selfish today that their desire is all about them. When's the last time that you saw somebody step in to stop a fight? Think about social media. You see people there beating the shit out of each other, right? In a video, everybody's recording it. But who's stopping it? Nobody. And they know that. They need that. They rely on that. They need you to basically tear each other apart in order for them to maintain control. So what we're going to see here is a manufactured crisis again. And my advice to you is really don't buy into the bullshit and don't go and try to steal everything from the stores and take it all now. You don't need to. The stores have already planned for this. So only buy what you need and leave the nicks for your neighbor, right? Try to do it different this time. And if you do, then they can't win. They can't make us fight each other. They can't make us eat each other, right? They can't make their plan become true. They can't make all this chaos go to their way of thinking because we're not going to buy into it. So again, they want you to believe that he's a hero. He's working with the people, with everybody else, right? It's becoming a long time. I have to change, have to cut out. Not believe me, I don't want China any more than the next guy does, right? I sure hell don't want to have everything imported. I want the American flag to be made in the United States, not in China. Because right now everything's made in China. So I understand the problem, but his solution is wrong because we don't even have manufacturing back in the country. So how can you even do that? What do you think? How do you think you solve this problem? What are your ideas about this? Drop them below. Let me know what you think about that. Because at the end of the day, he's going to shift things around, bring it back to a very immature state. Think about that, right? Think about that immature state. Total chaotic child. How can you bring everything back to America when you have no fucking manufacturing in place? We can't manufacture. You know how long it's going to take? They took it away over 30 years. It's going to take 30 years to put it back. Most of those buildings are empty now. They don't even work. The shit's gone. It's all shipped overseas. So how are you going to fix the supply chain problem when you have no way of even producing the goods? And when you think about it, right? Look at these two cards. Just pay attention to them. What do you see? What do you see? Tell me. Screw what Lenormand means. What do you see? I see a tower. I see oligarchs. I see an emperor controlling the wealth, controlling the money supply through supply chain. Tariffs, which is a taxation. Now people say, oh, well, you don't have to worry about it because it only raises the price a little bit. Bullshit. That's going to come to you, the people. These corporations run everything. You think for 1 second they're going to give you a break on price? Hell no, they're going to destroy you because that's what they do. That's what they're about. Because again, why? The 5, messaging, communication. They already have it set up. And right now on social media, these motherfuckers are out there saying, oh my God, the stores are going to be empty. I'll put money on this. Those guys are already paid and gals are already paid. They're being paid by the rhinos and the demos. That's what's going on. Demons, whatever you want to call them, right? They're being paid. They're influencers. They're getting ready to spread the message of propaganda because that's the only way they can control you, through fear. It's a fear tactic. Anyway, I know this reading went completely nuts, completely crazy, but this is where we're at. And I want you to give me your thoughts and let me know what you think about this because this is what I'm thinking. I've already shared my opinions, so drop your opinions below. And by the way, if you're interested in some private readings, hit me up. I offer those as well. And if there's something that you would like me to read about, a topic like this, just drop it, man. Let's go with this. All right, gals, too. Let's just do this. Let's have some fun and give me the topic you want me to read about. All righty. That's all I got to say. But again, I'll repeat myself. If you want a private reading that's kind of fun and special, hit me up. More than happy to do it for you. All right. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye.